I was in a harness being dragged across a glass rooftop.
A harness and a bikini.
Oh, when I first read it, I was like, I'm in a bikini.
No, they make it look
Playing
amazing.
dead, so I can't flex. Like, I can't.
Hey everyone, it's Holland back again with another episode of Wolfpack Unpacked. We are here with Bella, Chloe, and Bailey Stender. So this is a jam-packed episode. I cannot wait to get started. But before that, Bailey, welcome. This is your first time on our show.
Yes, hi guys. I love you all.
Aw. Okay, quick question for you. Tell us a little bit about your character, Phoebe.
Poor Phoebe. Phoebe Caldwell is Blake's former best friend, and she is pissed that they're no longer friends. I made the character choice that Phoebe is actually in love with Blake, and that is why she's so upset. But she is kind of a raging bitch because she's so upset that she was ghosted by...
She's hurt.
Yeah. She's hurt. She loved you. Like, you were her everything. So I understand where the rage is coming from.
That was gonna be my next question, was this anger masked with anything? So that's the perfect answer.
Yeah.
This is the reason.
Yes,
Okay.
she's closeted. She's hurt. She's angry. So she takes it out on our heroes.
If you're secretly in love with Blake, how did that come about? Did you guys rehearse that, or did you go into the audition with Jeff with that in mind?
I just kind of decided to make that choice for the character. And as the show went on, seeing how angry Phoebe would get at Blake over what seemed to be nothing, I was like, there has to be more there. And then Jeff came to set one day, and I was like, you have to tell me, like, is Phoebe in love with Blake? Because it really seems like Phoebe's in love with Blake. And he was like, how did you know? Yeah, yeah, she is.
I think it makes sense.
It gives your character a lot more dimension than the mean girl.
From the beginning, I wanted to make sure she wasn't just like a one-layered, just a bitch, and that's all there is to her. So I was like, internally, I wanted to really feel for her, and I ended up actually crying when I was reading episode 5, when I start yelling at you and Everett after you kiss, because I knew that's why she was crying.
Did you feel like you wanted to be part of the pack?
I feel like she secretly is just very insecure and wants to be accepted, and like ideally would be best friends with you guys. But because she was ghosted, she feels like that's not a possibility, so she's just decided that she hates all of you.
And that's why she's gonna be mean to everybody.
Yes, and Harlan slept with her ex-boyfriend, other T.
And what's that like filming something when you really like people in real life? Dive more into that.
It was so fun for me because this character is nothing like me. Phoebe is so mean and ruthless, and I love these people. They're so wonderful.
I always tell Bailey that she's like a little Disney princess because she's always so bubbly, and I just like want to put her in my pocket. So when we're mad at each other on screen, I'm like, oh, you're doing so good because you're being like really mean to me.
Bailey's aura and her energy from the minute she stepped on the set was just electrifying, and everybody loves her, and no, you are nothing like Phoebe, but you play her so incredibly well. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The villains are always the nicest off screen.
Oh, that's so sweet, you guys. I love you.
Well, welcome. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, let's get into it. We start this week's episode with the group hiding in Tia's house from whatever creature is outside.
Where?
You see the Buddha? Right behind it.
I personally know that big group scenes take a long time, but how was this to shoot?
Oh boy. It was awesome.
Days
honestly.
to shoot?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. Oh
weeks.
yeah. Was it 1.5 or 2?
It was kind of just like a blur,
A blur.
of weeks.
Yeah.
It really did feel like a pool party when we were shooting because we were all just walking around in our bathing suits and
It was so
hanging
fun.
out.
Not only did we have fun filming it, but it added to the story because it just gave so many new layers of people and personalities. And I think the funniest part of it was seeing how each individual character reacts to this insane thing that's happening. And I think your character has a really interesting moment where you've been fighting the idea of the fact that this might be something actually terrifying.
Yes.
And then Tia, you basically stop her from going outside and you show your true colors, which is you're terrified.
Yeah, I think Phoebe was really trying to put on a front that she was not afraid and that it was a possum, as we heard. But I think she knew.
Now, bathing suit scenes, was it cold outside, or was it the temperature was nice?
By the end, at first it was so hot, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
within the 2 weeks, it got so cold. Like,
The seasons change.
We felt the fall transition as we were filming.
Yes.
in
Me
the
and
shark
Bella
pool.
had the pleasure of getting the first dip in the pool. That was the coldest thing I think I've ever felt.
We were sitting in there shivering, and the camera operators were in the pool with us in their wetsuits. They were nice and warm. They were like doing laps in between takes, and Chloe and I are like huddled together in the corner of the pool. Like,
oh, God.
It's okay though. It's a great scene.
So what's the craziest thing you guys guys have ever seen or done at a house party?
Ooh. Well, I went to high school in the Midwest, so there's a joke on social media when you run through the cornfields because you're at a house party or something, which is a very real thing. I've run through many fields in my life.
I think we froze our underwear and tried to hang it on a telephone pole.
That's creative.
That's, I think, all we did. It was the 90s.
Fun.
I like that.
Wait, do you guys
can we
want to
do
that
that
later?
I was gonna say.
Let's do that.
If you're not busy later.
Okay.
Okay, I can't take this. Why on earth would Phoebe get back in the pool? I'm dying. You have to tell me about this.
People keep asking me this question. A large part of it is that Phoebe was incredibly drunk and high. She's a realist, so even though in her mind she's like, there's something out there and it's not a possum, I think she's kind of telling herself, it is a bear and it's gone now and it's fine and I've had a crazy night. And I think she's also kind of like reflecting on the moment that she shared with Blake and wanted to go be alone and just have a moment to herself, honestly.
Right after we have that special moment.
And maybe she was sad that she didn't tell Blake that she's in love with her and she just wanted to go have a moment alone.
How did you feel reading those scenes when you first got the script?
I was so sad. I really feel for her. She never could express herself.
And then she never got the chance.
She never got the chance. But the death is epic, which is awesome.
Yes.
So sick.
So-
sick.
How was that to film?
Oh my God. It was so much fun, and it was probably the craziest thing I've done on a set. They had me in a full harness, coated in fake blood. I was swallowing fake blood. It was all over my face. And then they had sprinklers for the rain. But yeah, it was a wild experience.
With Connor dying, Phoebe dying, do you feel like no one's safe on the show? Do you brace yourself when you guys get the script?
Yes. All the time.
Oh,
Every
yes.
time we're like, okay, who's dying this episode?
Yeah, we definitely have ideas of who might be next.
So I think we should all go around the group and we have to give a short eulogy to Miss Phoebe.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Let's do it.
Phoebe, my secret lover. Oh. May she rest in peace. That's it.
Sweet.
Here lies an iconic queen who died way too soon and should have been in another episode.
Whoa.
A hashtag moment, bring back Phoebe.
Yes.
Stop. Oh my
Hashtag
God.
bring
I'd
back
be so
Phoebe.
honored.
I think people are going to be so obsessed with your character anyway, it'll be impossible for that not to be a hashtag in
I
real
hope
life.
that they understand that there's more to her. That
Definitely think they will.
she's not just surface level bitch, you know?
And I think
Justice for
even
Phoebe.
this is cool because now you can say what you were doing for the people who may not pick up on it, and then they can watch it back.
Air
and,
all the grievances, guys.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Go back
exactly.
and understand where you were coming from. I think that's really cool.
Dearest Phoebe, I'm sorry that you had to go so soon. And I'm sorry that you never got to share how you truly felt with the love of your life. I wish you would have been a little bit kinder to the people around you. Maybe you wouldn't have died so soon. The wolf had it out for you from the beginning.
Period.
Love you forever, period.
XOXO.
Bales.
That was good. That was
Very
really good.
sweet.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, Blake and Everett hook up, but for real.
Yes, for
real
real
this
this time. What did you want to tell me? Just me.
What was that like for your two characters and the tension building up to that moment?
Well, I think they started out the season going through this big thing together on the bus, and maybe it brought them together supernaturally, or maybe just because it was meant to be. But we've seen them have these daydreams and these fantasies, and then now they finally have their big moment, and it was a really special moment for both of them.
Now, when Everett says you look so beautiful, how did your character feel when someone tells you that and you had insecurities for so long?
I think just to hear it said back to her, like she kind of knows deep down that she's grown into her own, but hearing it said back to her is almost like other people really do think that I'm beautiful and think that I'm this really cool person. So I think it's a really big moment for her.
So for all of you guys, kissing your crush, it's a milestone in a woman's life.
Oh yeah.
What was your first reaction when you read that in the script?
I was just kind of like, yes! yes, like good for them, like they
Cheering
did
them on,
it,
yeah.
you know?
Had the same reaction.
Yeah, we all read the scripts together, like we sit down as a wolf pack and we read them out loud together. And we were just kind of like, yes, like they have their moment finally.
We were ready for it.
Also, seeing that moment when you guys are staring at each other in the pool, I just will never forget that. There's like steam from the pool. I watched it being filmed and I was just like, oh my God. I was like on the verge of tears. Like, they have to kiss. They have to get together.
I want to talk about when Harlan finds out that Garrett has turned Cyrus in. He gets angry. He's really upset. That's a huge moment.
Where is he?
Harlan,
What the f did you do?
only what I had to.
You told him he was here. You let her arrest him?
That thing is out there killing your friends. Right now, Cyrus is probably safer with Ramsey. In jail. In a juvenile detention center. Then in court, where he'll get a chance to explain his side of the story.
Chloe, this one's for you. So essentially when one member of the pack feels something, everybody feels something. Now, why is that such a big discovery in the pack?
When we first find that out, we're all, you know, in the boys' bathroom together. And I think when we all come in, we're angry with Everett for even feeling those emotions because now it's all falling on us. There's no way around it. Even though Luna is a very empathetic character always, this is the first time you see her go, Everett, stop. She's not giving him any room to have this anxiety because now it's affecting all of us. Shout out to Jeff. It's a really cool element that he wrote into the show that we can all feel each other. We can hear each other through walls. That component really connects us.
Well, another connection is your fangs.
Yes.
How do they make the fangs?
Oh, the fangs are terrifying.
Yeah,
They really are.
How long do they take to get in? Are they uncomfortable? Can you eat in them? Give us all the details.
We've actually never tried to eat in them, but now I kind of want to.
Yeah, now I didn't even think about it.
Because they're like huge and they're sharp, like they're really sharp actually.
I'm trying to remember if Tyler would forget he had them in and would try and eat and then remember.
That's funny because our Tyler does the same thing. His teeth fit him so perfectly well. Like he can speak in them.
Are they real?
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. We
don't know.
I mean, that's a good question.
Because when he closes his mouth with his fangs in, you can't even tell that
Can't
they're
even
in.
tell.
Wow.
While me and Bella are like, "Ooh."
Yeah, we're worse because there's so huge fangs in our mouth. But they pop in like Invisalign.
They would sometimes do a line with the fangs in and then do the line with the fangs out. Did you do the same thing?
Yes, we did that a lot.
Yeah, so we would pop them out, say the line, go back in, like in that scene that we just talked about with Harlan and Garrett.
Yes.
We did that multiple times. I think I had one line, but it just was coming out so terribly.
Hopefully you get to keep your fangs.
I think we do.
Do you get to wear them on Halloween?
Ooh, that's actually a really good question.
Can I borrow them?
I think Chris said we could.
Yes.
So when you put the fangs in, it's almost this Inception feeling where your character morphs into another character, essentially. Do you feel that transition?
Absolutely.
When our characters go through the fang transformation, it's almost like an animalistic instinct taking over, and they aren't even aware that it's happening almost.
You're seeing for the first time that you really don't have any control when that happens, and we all black out, and it's scary. It's really scary. It definitely changes our characters for sure, and who we are as people. Especially because I think your character is starting at that point to want this pack and want to be a part of it and enjoys it.
Especially what Blake goes through in episode 4 with her family being in danger. It's almost like she feels like she has to, or her family could be in danger if she doesn't join the pack, so.
It's crazy. It really is.
The end of the episode closes with a big reveal. We learn that the boy that Everett saw at the party is actually the werewolf Garrett shot.
The wolf you saw in the woods is a boy. And the thing you saw last night, it's not your father.
Okay, this is huge. I have a lot of questions. So not only is Barrett the werewolf, but we also find out that he is Luna and Harlan's brother, Chloe.
Yes.
I mean, how did you feel when you read that in the script?
What is the right word, I think? The stakes are already extremely high with everything that's going on, but to add that element to it was just, for me, and I'll speak for Luna, I'll speak for her, she now has a new protective feeling towards this boy who's been killing and hurting people. So it's this very interesting moral dilemma for her because she obviously hates the fact that people are dying. She hates the fact that this is happening. This is her family. Like, is she supposed to accept this? Is she supposed to love him, want to grow the relationship? I think there's just a lot of questions there for her, especially as we move into episode 7. She doesn't know where she stands on it. I think
Very conflicting.
Yeah, it really is. And it definitely hurts her heart, I know.
Bella, and this next question's for you. So do you feel like him being this possibly new brother is going to change the dynamic of the pack?
Yeah, I mean, I think Blake has finally accepted that she's part of this, and adding someone else is kind of like, hold on, I just took this long to accept you other people. I have to worry about someone else now, because clearly it takes her a while to open up and trust people, so now it's a whole new element, and it's all very confusing for her as well.
Especially because we're now friends. Blake and Luna are now friends too, so you're kind of sharing whatever I'm feeling about it.
Oh, because you're feeling each other's emotions too.
Yeah.
As Bailey had a
Wait, she had the connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots. It's wild.
Like, that's really cool.
Dang, Jeff.
Dang, Jeff.
Good job.
Hashtag dang Jeff. So I have a little bit of experience with this, but reading the scripts, when you get to that cliffhanger, I think I know the answer, but I mean, what are you guys experiencing? Are you aching to get to the next script that will not come out for another week or two?
Always.
Theories.
Yeah.
Theories
Oh,
immediately
yes.
start forming.
We try to guess what's coming next. I mean, we feel like fans of the show ourselves just by
are.
reading the scripts, because we want to know what happens not only to our own characters, but everyone else.
And it's always shocking. Like, there's always some sort of shocking aspect. I also knew from the start that my character was going to die. So every time a new episode came out, I was like, is it this one?
That's
Is it this
interesting.
one?
You knew their character was going to die.
And I thought
knew the arc.
it could be episode 2. It could have been so early on. And no one wanted to say anything when it came out. They'd be like, did you read 6 yet? Yeah. Is everything okay? Did you? I'm like, I know. I read it. I love it.
She would pull a joke to people on set, and she'd be like, wait, I die? And people would be like, no one told her yet. And she's like, no, I'm just kidding. I already knew.
I shouldn't have
You're
done
evil,
that.
you're
I'm
evil.
sorry. I'm evil.
The prankster on set.
Yes.
I guess so. Ooh.
Yes.
But yeah, I can't wait to read 8 too. Oh my God, the finale. So much has already happened. I cannot wait to see how it ends. You guys, are you so excited?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Of course I am.
There's a few unanswered questions. There's a few
So
things.
many unanswered
There's a few things we know that haven't come up yet that we're really excited about.
Will you tell me later?
Yeah. I'll tell you. I got you.
The cliffhanger of the after show.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the show, and it's going to be a game.
Okay.
Game time, guys. Yay! Put your game faces on.
Okay.
We are going to reveal letters of words or phrases related to the show, one letter at a time. So whoever guesses the most words first wins.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
You guys ready? It's gonna go really fast. Ready?
Thing.
Ready?
Thing.
Thanks.
Yes!
Ooh,
Whoa,
Bailey had
that
it
was
first.
close. I don't
That was
know.
Bailey.
Next. Oh, 2 words.
Oh,
Bailey's
silver.
Silver bullet.
Whoa.
You got it.
that was
You got
that
it.
one.
You had the first part, but I got
really
bullet.
good
I'm
at
just like,
that.
not the
No,
whole
you
one.
got it,
Yeah,
Mama.
got it.
You got it, Mama.
I won
Okay.
1. Yeah. Okay.
Catch up, you guys.
This looks difficult. This one.
This is
Super.
Hyphen.
Natural speed.
Wow, you're good.
Did I just do that?
Yeah, you just did that at supernatural speed.
Dude.
Yeah, supernatural speed.
Just pointing
That's
and
great.
screaming.
Whoa. That was really good.
You might be more part of the pack than you realize.
Yeah.
So that's 2-1, 2-1. Yes, 2-1. Okay, next one.
This is long.
Yeah, this is hard. An X.
This game is giving me this.
Anxiety.
Anxiety attack.
Wow.
Jinx,
Okay.
jinx.
Okay, next one.
Ooh.
It's a tough one. Guesses, guesses, guesses.
Lion's breath.
Lion's breath.
Oh,
Nice,
shoot.
Nice, Bella.
Good
That's it.
going, Mama.
Good
That's
one,
it.
B.
3-2-2. Next phrase.
Fidget cube.
Yes.
Fidget cube.
Chloe, was that you?
It was Chloe.
Nice. 3-3-2.
wow.
Okay. It's one word, but it's a tricky one.
Tarantula.
Arsonist.
Yes.
Damn it.
Wow.
Damn it.
3-4-3.
Girl.
3-4-3. Was
My
that
brain
right?
just
3-4-2.
kicked into gear, you
I
guys.
have 2.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
a good
guys.
one. Okay.
We have one more. This just in. It's going to be a 2-pointer. Here we go. Final word.
Analog.
Woo!
How
the
hell?
There we
Wow.
go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Queen. And that is all for this episode of Wolfpack Unpacked. Check out the new episodes of Wolfpack streaming every week exclusively on Paramount Plus.